Let's get on. Let's keep going. We're almost done.
This is fishy.
David was born
Bethlehem.
Ooh, let's go.
Ridiculous. This is a part.
Okay, it's not rapid fire if we don't keep going. Judah was exiled to
Babylon.
Okay, and the final question is,
no way.
Jesus was crucified.
Calvary.
There's no way.
Congratulations. Could we hear the audience cheer?
I'm about to put $1,000 in the swear jar. This is gonna be. I'm gonna donate $1,000 for how much cursing I'm about to do. I cannot even believe this. I've been tricked. I've been bamboozled. And you know what? It's fine. Fine. God bless you all. How about that? God bless you all.
I don't really know what's going on right now as a host, but I will say this. This has been a great game.
So great.
Fair game for what I understand.
Very fair.
With Heathens.
God bless you all. God bless you, Justin. God bless you, Pastor.
So the final score.
Do we even need to hear the final score just to rub it in my face?
The audience needs to hear the final
Griddy,
score.
7. Justin, 24.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Griddy ends off with the holy number of all holy numbers, but he doesn't go further than that. But Justin, on the other hand, ends on 24. Don't know what that means necessarily, but I know he's the winner.
I know exactly what y'all did, and this is not good.
Can I get a second? I'd like to thank Pastor for helping me study.
I like to thank my iPad
for
you got the answers right in front of you, don't you?
For helping me look this up. For studying.
I know exactly what
and
y'all
I'd like to thank Mother Teresa for giving me courage.
No, she's with me. She's with me. Lisa, she's with me. Okay?
She's licking the knowledge right into my brain.
No. She's whispering in my ear. You don't want to know what she's whispering right now. She doesn't sound very compassionate. I'll tell you that right now. You're making her lose her cool with this stuff. Get it right up.
Now, welcome to the No Name Podcast, and our guest for today is the winner of Bible Trivia for Heathens, Justin Tsimbidis.
What's up, everybody? What's up?
Welcome to the No Name Podcast.
I'm glad to be here.
And I just want to congratulate you for being the winner of the Bible Trivia for Heathens for the St. James Telethon. I know that you worked really hard to study that material, and Griddy just seemed so ungrateful.
Yep.
That you beat him, and you really put the work in.
Yes, I studied. I wanted to win this game, and I knew Griddy is so full of himself that he thinks he knows everything, but I proved he doesn't.
Amen. I'd just like to congratulate you. That was a fantastic performance.
Thank you.
And you really helped us out at the church. That we far surpassed our goal. And your donation of your time and your talent was much appreciated.
Thank you.
And welcome to the No Name Yet podcast.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. About this name, it's episode 7, 8?
Yeah, it's episode 7.
You need a name. This is ridiculous. Come on, man. The No Name podcast.
I know it's been running so smoothly without a name, and people are starting to remember that it doesn't have a name.
And what about the username on YouTube? It says R something something. That's a lot of initials.
Well, I know I can't figure out how to change it.
Come on, Pastor.
Can you change it?
I believe you can, yes.
Because I've been in there and I've been trying to change that to the No Name Yet podcast.
I'll figure it out. I'll try to figure it out.
All right.
But I see that, and it's ridiculous.
Oh, okay. Well, you definitely are among a lot of company. That,
I know, everybody complains.
everybody complains except Griddy.
Nobody cares.
All right. And for those who don't know, that the people on the clip of the Bible trivia for heathens, the host of the show was Maurice Young, who is a member of the church that I pastor, and below Maurice was Griddy, who lost.
That's right. He lost to me. That's
he
right.
lost, and Justin. These are three young men that I know, three young men that bring a lot of joy into my life, and they all came together through camps and a school for the blind. And I've interviewed Griddy, I've interviewed Mo, and this is the first time that Justin has been on the podcast. So I thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
And so when you walked away from your win, Bible trivia for heathens, did it bring you closer to maybe thinking about coming closer to God?
You know, it didn't bring me closer, but it did make me feel better for that night. And knowing I beat Griddy made me feel even better.
All right. I'm glad that we could do that for you. So I did meet your mom briefly.
Yes.
And from what I heard her say, it sounds like the family is Roman Catholic.
They're no, they're just Catholic.
Catholic?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I know you made reference to your grandmother, and that your grandmother might know what was in the Bible. And
I guess. I don't know.
does anybody go to church?
No.
Okay.
Nobody goes to church. I wasn't prepared for the religious.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm not trying to force religion or anything like that.
No,
But,
I know.
yeah, I'm a chaplain.
Mhm.
So when I go into the hospital, say for example, like one of the best visits I have ever had with a patient was with a man who was very proud to call himself an atheist, and he was facing another amputation. He had
Okay.
already had one leg amputated. He was able to continue to work. He was able to continue to hunt. And now with facing the second amputation, he wasn't sure that he was going to be able to work or hunt. And when I was visiting him, his brother was sitting in the corner. He was like, "Oh, he doesn't want to talk to you. He doesn't believe in God. We have to convince him to believe in God." And I'm like, "Well, that's not why I'm here." The patient wanted to visit with me.
Yeah.
And as we got into the conversation and he began to talk about the work that he did, like the carpentry work and the construction work that he did, and when he started to describing how he felt when he was out in the woods hunting, that it really sounded like it gave him a spiritual uplift. And I asked him, I said, it sounds like this is the thing that really lifts you, really gives you strength to go from day to day. And he said, yes. And he said, I don't want to lose it. So, and then our conversation went on from there on what the possibilities might be if he would have to do those things less, or if he wouldn't be able to do them at all. You know, so
Hey, that's interesting. Yeah, people have those things where they it they have a hobby they love so much that it gets them up in the morning, and when it gets taken away from them, it's like they don't know what to do.
right.
Like I know my grandfather was kind of like that. He was a mechanic all his life. He liked to fix things. So then later on in his life, he couldn't fix things with his hands. He didn't know what to do.
Okay.
But me, I don't know. That really motivates me right now. I don't know. I get up and I live my life.
So could it be the 2 billion Funko Pops behind you?
Oh, maybe, yeah. Maybe it's I get up and knowing there's something in the mailbox every day. Maybe it's
Okay.
that.
So I did want to talk about the Funko Pops,
Okay.
and maybe you could explain to me and to others that might be watching what they are and how many you have, how you got into it, and yada yada yada.
Okay, so basically they're little figures and they're made of vinyl material. It's called, it's like basically plastic, and they're painted, to look like characters and stuff. So they're vinyls, and how I got into it was I used to have a subscription box for wrestling, and 1 month I got a wrestling pop, and then the next month I got another one, and then another one, and then I had half of the set, so then I bought the rest of the set, and it just started from there.
And how many do you have now?
Right now I have 487, I believe.
487 Funko Pops.
Yes.
And Mo was telling me that you were going through them and you realized that some of them are pretty valuable.
Although I have an application that I keep a history of everything I have, and the prices automatically go up and down. So right now, I can look at my collection and it tells me estimated it's worth this much or that much. And every day it goes up and down.
Oh, wow, who would have known that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a website that I like. It's called Mene, Mene.
Mm-hmm.
And the people who started the site sell gold.
Okay.
And they sell it like some other countries sell it by weight. So you buy when you buy the gold, you're buying it by how much it weighs, and then with a design fee on top of it, as opposed to going to one of the major the major jewelry stores, and you just pay what the price is, and you're not exactly sure what you're paying for. So like I know I'm getting this much gold, and then the design fee is disclosed. I've been able to buy some smaller pieces for family, but the point being, and I am giving a shout out to that website. I'm satisfied just going on that website and looking, and but as you're looking over their merchandise, the prices can change in front of you based on the gold market.
Yeah, the price of gold.
Yes.
It's just like, what is it? My grandpa used to sell like metal. So the price of metal, they go up, go down. I think right now it's really bad. So that's with everything. The market goes up, goes down. I know Pokemon cards are a hot commodity right now, and that goes up and down. You know, everything, all collectibles.
So it seems like you can really spend a lot of time and get really into detail uh, with the Funko Pops and with other collectibles.
Yeah, there's just so many. There's like a pop for every show, TV series, movie. There's just so many, you know, to collect and look at. Like you're watching Babylon, right?
Mm-hmm.
There might be something for that, and it's just so cool the way they make the pops. It's just cool to me.
And I remember you gave Griddy a couple pops. I remember specifically the Ozzy Osbourne pop.
Mhm.
And I saw that on video, and that pop looked pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, Ozzy Osbourne is like his favorite, one of his favorite rock stars. He's a rock legend. So I saw it and I bought one for myself. So I had to get it because it looks cool. I gave him a couple of wrestling pops too, and he's got another pop coming. He doesn't know it. He'll probably know now, but from his favorite horror movie, or one of his favorites. So I'm trying to get Griddy into collecting. I don't know if it's gonna work, but you know, I try to share my collection. You know,
And you have a YouTube channel,
yes.
and is it just named Justin Tsimbidis?
Yeah,
Okay.
just Justin Tsimbidis.
And you've been doing YouTube. Well, you came onto YouTube real early, back in what, 2010, 2012,
2009.
2009.
Mm.
Then you got off because of some
Uh,
nasty.
a number of things, harassment, and yeah, basically harassment, embarrassing my parents, you know. So I got off.
Okay. And I saw a couple episodes with Griddy's YouTube channel, Griddy's World, and saw some of your early videos when you were jumping on the bed.
Yeah, and not one of my, like, I don't like my old videos. I don't like to watch them, but I understand why people like them because I was a kid just doing my thing and it inspired people to get on YouTube. So I understand why people like it. But I don't go and look back at it.
Okay.
Back at them.
So you came back on when?
Last year.
Last year.
It was September, I believe. 2020.
Okay. And you do reaction videos?
I do a bunch of things. I react to music. I unbox Funko Pops. I talk about wrestling. I do reviews. Like WrestleMania just happened, so that was a big thing on my channel the past weekend. What's up, guys? This is my review for night 2 of WrestleMania 37. Controversial opinion. I thought this was better than night 1. A lot of people on Twitter said that night 1 was better. I thought this was better. It was more exciting. I noticed the fans into it more this night, and overall, I thought the matches were better. I do like vlogs. Then I go out, I vlog a little bit. I tried food reviews. I do a number of things.
And you have gaming too.
Yes, I have a second channel, Sims Gaming, where I post gaming videos, Pokemon, Madden, football, and pretty soon wrestling.
And so if somebody wanted to watch your videos, they would put in Tsimbidis.
Yeah, my name, Justin Tsimbidis.
Can you spell your last name for him?
It's T as in Tom, S-I-M as in monkey, B as in boy, I-D as in dog, I-S.
And have you ever tested the search engine out to see if you pop up, if you type in Justin TS?
Well, I used to type it in and it brought up my old videos, but I searched it about a month ago and my newer videos pop up more than the old videos.
Okay.
So it does pop up.
Okay. All right.
Along with some other pages that people made, Facebooks, fan stuff.
And you've topped 20,000 subscribers, correct?
Yes,
That's a lot of work.
it is. I'm glad I reached 20K. I didn't think it would take the amount of time that it did, because I hit it in like a year, and that's pretty fast for a small YouTuber. I don't want to say I'm small, because I had a following from 2009, but I wasn't as big as I used to be.
Okay.
So I was pretty shocked to reach the numbers that I did, and I'm grateful for that.
And how big would you like to get?
My goal for this year is around 50K, but as far as in general, I don't know, 1 million, 2 million,
Okay.
as big as I can get.
Okay. And I know that YouTubing can be a lot of work, a lot of strain.
Mhm.
I know you've taken breaks.
Yep.
You can you describe for people, what it takes to build a channel?
Well, what it takes is you gotta be motivated. You gotta like what you do, obviously, but you gotta be prepared for the fact that sometimes you're not gonna get subscribers. Sometimes you're not gonna get the views. But you gotta, as long as you like doing what you do, you gotta keep going. Because all it takes is one video to blow up, and that's it. So you gotta be motivated, like what you're doing, and know that it's not easy. There's roadblocks, and it depends what stuff you do also, like the music reactions. They get hard on me because I get hit with copyright claims. YouTube blocks my videos, so sometimes I can't put it out right there. I gotta wait 2 days, and by that time, the song is old. Nobody's looking for a reaction for that song. So sometimes it's frustrating, but you gotta keep pushing through it. You know what I mean? And you'll gain an audience, and you'll get there eventually. But you gotta be motivated.
Yes.
And creativity, you gotta be creative. You gotta be willing to do that your audience likes, listen to your audience. You know, you gotta be what's the word? Involved, engaged with your audience.
So I remember watching when you started doing the vlogs, and from my perspective, when you started doing the vlogs, it seemed like that was the very least favorite thing you were doing on your channel.
Yeah, and Griddy tells me this like every day. You gotta vlog, you gotta vlog. But you see, me, I stay in the house.
Mhm.
So vlogging to me, it's like I don't have anything to vlog. So yeah, I go out and play Pokemon, but it's dangerous for a person like me to walk out by myself with a phone and have one phone playing a game, the other phone, you know, like a video. It's dangerous, and vlogging is not something I'm really interested. Like I tell Gritty, if I know I have something to vlog, I'll do it. Like if I go to his house or I'm unboxing something, I'll do it. But it's not a priority for me.
And I know you go out and you play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Can you explain Pokemon Go to somebody like me who has a very vague idea
Okay.
what is going on?
So you know Pokemon, they're monsters, you
Yeah.
catch, battle. So you didn't grow up like me and Mo, in that generation. But when we were kids, it used to be our dream well, not our dream, but we used to fantasize about a time where Pokemon could be real and we can go out and catch. So now Pokemon Go makes it possible to go outside, catch Pokemon, and now with the AR feature, I forget what does AR stand for? Something reality, but
Okay.
with the
Artificial
AR,
reality?
yeah, with the AR feature, it allows you to see the Pokemon in like the real world on your phone. So it just it appeals to people like me and Mo that wanna catch Pokemon in real life. And it gets me outside. I get exercise, you know? I
Mhm.
meet people. And I met a bunch of people in my neighborhood. I made a whole group from this game. So that's basically what it is.
Mo Mo informed me that the church was a location for Pokemon.
Oh yeah, the church. A lot of churches are gyms, Pokestops, a lot of churches. I have like three or four around my area, and they're all hot spots for Pokemon. And sometimes I get yelled at to get off the property. I go on the property, I'm minding my business, playing, and they tell me get off. Okay.
So the ecclesiastical community doesn't have an appreciation for Pokemon Go.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't blame them because you don't want strangers on your property if they're not here for the, people are here to do.
Right.
So I don't blame them.
So you talk about getting out and getting exercise. I asked Griddy the other day if you worked out because I always notice how big your arms are.
Yeah.
And he says you lift weights.
Yeah, I used to work out. I used to lift weights. I did push-ups. And then, because I grew up, I had this thing called a G tube, a gastro something. It's a feeding tube, basically. And I think I was 16 and it broke. So I had surgery to take it out.
Okay.
And then after that happened, I had stomach problems and I couldn't work out. But then I started working out about a year, 2 years ago. And then I felt pain in my stomach, so I had to stop. But I did work out. But my arms are naturally buff looking.
Okay.
So
All right.
even
And-
now, I don't work out. They're still kind of buff.
Okay. And I know you try to do things here and there, like taking things out in the yard.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I take care of the yard. I clean up my dog poop. I don't know any curse. I take out the garbage. I clean the yard. I do stuff around the house. I try to do what I can. When my grandpa was alive, I used to go out with him and do things. So I do what I can.
and your dog.
Mhm.
What's your dog's name?
Blue, like a color blue.
Okay. And he's what kind of dog?
He's a blue nose pitbull.
Okay. And Griddy says he's not that smart.
No, he's pretty dumb. Um, he bangs his head. He rams his head into my table every day, at least 10 times a day. He's got this bone that he had for 6 years.
Okay.
He can't be without it. He'll put it on my chair and he'll sit there until I throw it.
Hmm.
He's not the brightest dog. He doesn't like people, which is kinda my fault, but he's not the brightest dog. And it's kinda my fault. I never trained him, but yeah,
But you love him.
yeah, I love him.
Seems like a good companion.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he is. I had dogs all my life. I love dogs. Mostly pit bulls. I think I have 7 pit bulls. I took a pit bull in at one time. I had a hot dog. You know, a dachshund, I think
Hmm.
it's called. Yeah, I'm a big dog lover.
So I wanted to ask you that about progeria. You have progeria, and could you explain what that is?
Okay, so to sum it up, progeria is a disease where your body ages at a fast rate. So you could be 8 years old and look like you're 50 and have the bone structure of an old man, an old person. You know, your face looks old, and it's basically the reverse Benjamin Button, if you ever seen it. That's how I would describe it. And people with progeria mostly die at a young age, around 13, and they suffer from heart attacks, brain aneurysms, because, again, their body ages and, their internal organs get older fast. So that's basically what it is.
And you're 27.
Yes, I'll be 28 in 2 weeks.
And how is your health?
My health is pretty good. I had a little scare with my heart, and that's not the best thing for somebody like me, but I would say I'm pretty good. I'm kind of feeling the effects a little bit as I get older, like my bones hurt, my legs are not what they used to be. I'm actually going to the leg doctor maybe next month to see if they can put Botox, they said, in my legs.
Okay.
To make them stronger. So I'm feeling the effects now as I'm older, but I'm in pretty good health,
So are you the oldest in the United States?
No. I don't know if you heard my interview with Griddy, but apparently there's somebody that's 34 with progeria, and she was just diagnosed. I don't know how that's possible, but she's 34 and somebody else is in their 40s. I don't know. In my head, I'm the oldest. So to me, I'm the oldest.
So if she was just diagnosed at 34, it sounds like she's skipping the line.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I don't know how, because I was born with progeria. So I came out looking like I do. Some people, they get diagnosed at 2 years old, and their facial features develop into what they become. So I don't know how someone at 34 is gonna, develop, or I don't know. Maybe it's a partial progeria. I don't know. I just know I have a special case that nobody right now has. So I'm like the rarest of the rare.
Oh, really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Griddy shared that you guys were holy terrors when you were in school.
A program, yes. I went to a regular public school. So I met Griddy and Mo and Dre had a program for the visually impaired. I will tell you that I met Griddy at the program, and, I got, what do you call that? I got comfortable around the crew that brought out a side of me that I really didn't have. I mean, I was crazy, but Griddy's crew took it to a whole new level. So when I met them, it was just crazy. We would jump around the room, jump around the college campus that the program was in. We would do stuff to people, prank people. We used to go on trips in public with the program, and I used to do stupid things, like we went to a museum, a wax museum, and I stood still like a statue for like 20 minutes, and people came up to me, touching me, seeing if I'm real, and then I would scare them.
That is great.
Yeah, it was crazy. We threw stuff out the window. We yelled at people.
M&Ms, right?
Yeah, M&Ms, peanuts, anything.
You know, up in, did you ever hear of Lake George?
Oh yeah, I've been there a bunch of times for tow truck conventions.
Okay. Have you ever been to Frankenstein's Wax Museum?
Hmm.
Well, the one time that my family was up there, outside the Wax Museum was this big Frankenstein. And we kept looking at it and we're like, that is a real person. That is not wax. But nobody was really sure. And all these people gathered around him. And all of a sudden, the person that was in this costume took this big, giant step into the crowd. And probably half the crowd ran up the street. People were screaming. It was just fantastic.
Yeah, that's what I did, but one person by one. It wasn't a big crowd. Somebody came in to the museum and I scared them.
So I know that how Maurice sees, or what he's described to me, and what how Griddy sees. How do you see?
I mean, I could see, though I can't read small print. I think everybody, all of us, me, Mo, Gritty, have a problem with that. But as far as distance, I could see maybe 10 feet,
Okay.
and then after that, it's like blurry. But it also depends on how big the object is that I'm looking at. Like if it's a person, I could see 10 feet. If it's like a small quarter, I can't. I gotta be super close.
Okay.
So, I mean, I'm visually impaired, but I wouldn't say I'm really bad, you know?
Okay. All right. And I know that Maurice gives me a hard time if I don't have a light on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the dark. I could see in the dark sometimes, but I know Mo got a problem with that.
Okay.
And I don't know if you're gonna go into my condition. I don't really have an eye condition like Mo and Gritty. That happened as a kid was my face is small, so when I was a kid, my eyes used to like flip, and it ended up scarring my corneas.
Okay.
So that's basically what happened. My corneas are scarred.
All right.
And they can't really tell, like my vision, like 2020, they can't really tell.
So we were talking last night,
Mhm.
and I made a comment that I admired the resilience and the strength of the group, uh, overcoming adversity, and it seems to me that you really enjoy what you do.
I do. As, as far as, what are you talking about?
The YouTubing, the
I do.
and before you go on, the
Yeah.
YouTubing, the collecting, uh, your friends,
Mhm.
sharing yourself with people. You know, I do have to I do have to tell you that um, you and Gritty brought so much to the table uh, in Bible trivia for heathens. Like, you know, for those who have watched this from the beginning, that Justin didn't study.
I
Uh,
did.
he didn't study at all. I scripted most of it, and well, I not even most of it. I would say I scripted half, and you brought so much more to the table. Your reactions, your personality, and Griddy is Griddy. I mean, he has a lot of personality to share with people, and so it seems like you enjoy life.
Yeah. Um, I like what I do. I like, I'm the type of person that I don't care what people think. If I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. I don't care how people see me. So I do what I want to do. And I enjoy inspiring people. If they can look at me and be like, man, this kid, this guy, he doesn't care. I can come on here, or I can do what I want to do. I find happiness in inspiring people. And to bring it back to Griddy, me and Griddy, we known each other for 14, 15 years. So we have that chemistry. I know how to push his buttons. You see that. So it's just really great. The friendship that we have. And now Mo came into it. So I enjoy my friends. And I think I'm attracted, is that the right word, to people that don't judge me for me, and they treat me like I'm just a person, you know? Like when Griddy met me, he didn't treat me different. He cursed at me. He pulled me out of my bed. My head smacked on the floor.
No.
They used to throw me all over the place, and I'm attracted to that. I like when I'm treated normally.
Mm-hmm.
And I know it's not people's fault. They see me, they don't know how to come off. Should I have sympathy for this person? And so it's not their fault sometimes. But I like people like Griddy and Mo that just treat me for me. And Dre, I know Dre of Lyle. Shout out to Dre. But yeah. And I live for that. My friends, inspiring people.
Yes. Well, you've inspired me, Justin.
Thank you.
And I really, to say it again, I really think that you have a great talent. That really came through during the Bible trivia for heathens. Um, you acted the script, and for example, when it's really my favorite part of the whole thing. When the answer was Babylon,
Yeah.
and you asked it like Babylon, like you weren't sure.
Yeah.
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 This is the subtle acting going on underneath. I thought it was fantastic.
I mean, I learned a lot of improvisation, improv for short. I learned a lot of that recently doing YouTube. I make my videos unscripted. They're off the cuff mostly. I mean, I have bullet points in my head sometimes, but a lot of the videos are just improvised.
Okay.
And this past year really taught me that. I learned a lot of that from Griddy, seeing how he used to do his stuff, his videos. Um, I like comedy. I'm not the biggest comedy fan, but I watch some comedy, so that plays a role.
So I wanted to ask you about uh, one of your videos,
Okay.
and you were watching videos where people were falling down, uh, it was weddings where things went wrong.
Oh, the
And
Valentine's Day, yeah.
okay, and if you laughed, now what were you drinking?
I believe I was drinking not Triscuit tea, some kind of seltzer with alcohol. I
Okay.
can't think of the name right now.
Okay, now you said that if you laughed, you would take a sip, and every time you laughed, about a quarter of your drink was gone.
Yeah, it's not a secret that I drink,
Uh-huh.
and a sip to me is a little bigger than a sip to you. So that's my sip.
It's subjective.
Yeah,
Yeah. I I enjoyed that video.
I'm
I
glad.
really enjoyed that video.
I
I'm gonna
did a
take a
few.
sip.
I did a few like that, and it really came off good. People enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I saw one person, he played the game just like me. If he laughed, he drank. So I inspired someone to do that. I didn't see that. I just thought of it. Somebody probably did it before me, but I'm glad somebody was inspired to do it.
To do it, yeah.
Yeah.
So the landscape of alcoholic beverages has changed dramatically since I was drinking,
Okay.
and so like there was no, not that I know of, there was no alcoholic seltzer.
Mm.
I mean, I know what twisted tea was. There were kind of things like that. So, what would you say if you were gonna make a top three list of things you like, alcoholic beverages you like to drink? What would be on your top three?
Um, I'd say number one is probably Twisted Tea. Number two right now is Blue Moon. I like Blue Moons.
Okay.
I like Corona, the classic Corona. Um, I I drink some Guinness sometimes.
Okay.
Griddy got me into it, and I don't really have a fifth one.
Okay. Well, our tastes aren't that different. What my tastes were. I always liked Guinness. I always liked dark beers. Uh, what I came to really enjoy, I think they say Blue Moon is a Hefeweizen.
I
Uh,
don't know.
and I know that you put an orange in the Blue Moon.
I don't.
No, okay. But when I lived in Tacoma, Washington, the northwest of the United States is huge with microbreweries, and when I was out there in the early 2000s, I guess there was like 280 microbreweries in the northwest United States. So when I would go out, like for example, there was this one tavern that was right near my apartment building, and they had 12 spouts, and every week they would take out six and replace them with a new type of beer.
Hmm.
So each week you could go and there would be new beers, six new beers that you could give a try. And up in the rafters of this small tavern were all the pull sticks, with all the different
Yeah.
microbrews. But out of all the things that I tried some, uh, a lot of different beers. I'm not a big fan of fruit beer. I tried this like blueberry beer. I mean, it was awful.
Yeah.
I didn't even the orange beer. When it says it's an orange beer, I didn't really care for that. But what I really came to like a lot was Hefeweizen, and uh, you know, uh, pulled a draft of Hefeweizen, and it's like a bright yellow color,
Hmm.
and the Hefeweizen that I was drinking, you couldn't even see through the glass. It was very cloudy. When they poured it, you could see like all the like the sediment, you know, kind
Yeah.
of kind of revolving through the glass as it was being poured, and then they would put a lemon in it. And I always enjoyed that. And I was always hoping at this point in my life that somebody would have invented that nice soupy Hefeweizen non-alcoholic.
Maybe eventually they might.
Eventually, they might.
Yeah, but I mean, I drink a lot of beer. I'm not a big liquor kind of person, so I drink beer and twisted tea, fruity drinks like that.
All right. And what kind of food do you like to eat?
Oh man, I eat a lot of chicken, a lot of macaroni, a lot of cheese. Cholesterol is through the roof.
Okay.
But yeah, a lot of chicken
Okay.
mostly.
All right.
Thomas yells at me. Griddy yells at me. I eat too much chicken.
Okay. Now I know I know Gritty loves Starbucks. Um, Mo loves Dunkin' Donuts. Mo will have an opinion on the latest sandwich at McDonald's.
Okay.
I think Gritty does the same at times. Do you go out and eat and drink the corporate like these guys, or?
I mean, I do, but I'm not like big into it. I gotta have this new product. I gotta have that. Sometimes, if something really interests me, I'll go out and try it. But I'm not. I like to stick that I like.
I haven't been drawn out by the commercials to eat and drink corporate for a long time. When I was in college, I was a big Taco Bell guy, and then when I found out that, uh, with the permission of the government, that they could call beef when it was 40% beef and 60% fillers, and then found out that Taco Bell wasn't happy with that, and they were putting less beef in than was required, I stopped eating Taco Bell.
I mean, I love Taco Bell.
Uh huh.
I don't think I'll stop. I just love it. I mean, you could tell the tacos and stuff is less meat, beef, but I don't care. I like Taco Bell.
Okay, you like Taco Bell.
One of my favorites.
I was brought out with unbridled curiosity to Kentucky Fried Chicken when they put out the chicken sandwich on a Krispy Kreme donut.
That sounds disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I never wanted to try it. It's disgusting.
So I really, you know, the pendulum swang. Oops, the pendulum swung from one end to the next,
Yeah.
like from utter excitement and curiosity to deep and painful regret after I ate it.
Oh yeah. These companies, they just put anything on anything, and they think it's good, but it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see something like that, I'm not gonna try it. It's nasty. Like chicken and waffles. I won't try it. I think it's nasty.
Okay. Oh, you make a lot of people mad saying that.
I don't care.
Well, Justin, we've been talking for quite a while. I think we wrap it up. And the way I end each show is with a prayer. So do you
Okay.
mind if I pray for you?
Okay.
All right. So let us pray. And Father God, I thank you for Justin. And that, God, I ask that you continue to watch over him, watch over his home, and watch over his family. that, Lord, I just ask that you keep him in your sight, that, Lord, that you keep him healthy, and that, Lord, that you keep him happy, and that you keep his spirit strong, and that you keep him encouraged. That, God, as he sets goals for himself, as he sets goals for his YouTube channel and whatever other goals that he wants to set, that, Lord, I ask that you give him the motivation, the continued motivation, while you give him the continued joy while he does it, to reach those goals. And that, Lord, from the bottom of my heart, I wish him the best. And Lord, I ask, I turn this over to you to protect him and to watch over him. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I think this was really good. I enjoyed talking to you, and yeah, thanks for having me.
So this has been the No Name Yet podcast with no name in the future, in the near future. Good night.